Ta-da! We're live! This is our first Facebook Live. I thought we're not going to curate it, we're just going to practice. I feel like movement. Hope you can join me. We may take it into a YouTube video, but we're live. And that's it. How have you been? Been feeling good? I feel like movement, so I thought I'll invite you. And we're going to do some movement together. You don't have to be outside, you just need a mat or a designated space in your home or outside. And just the willingness to move into ground. And to make this a sacred space and to make this into a sacred practice, let's simply close down our eyes. Come into a comfortable position, kneeling, cross-legged, closing down the eyes. Bring hands in prayer in front of your heart. If there is noises around you, sounds, just invite them in. This is life. See if you can start connecting to your breath, noticing the inhalation breath, the air being cool, the exhalation breath, the air being slightly warmer. If you can, breathe in and out of your nostrils. And just feeling your heartbeat, as I can certainly feel mine. I'm slightly nervous, but that's life too. So let's in a moment chant an Om together to bring us all together. And to have a little ritual that allows us to feel into this sacred practice of yoga, pranayama, breathing and meditation. Let's exhale together. Take a big inhale. Just for a moment, let that Om resonate throughout you. So if you can sit with the silence of the Om. And as always, thank yourself for coming to the mat, coming to your practice. Whether you join me just for a couple of minutes or you stay the full 20 minutes or however long we'll be here, doesn't matter. It's here to support you. It's a life skill. It's your supporting practice, especially in those uncertain times. If you wish to set an intention, you're welcome to do so. My intention for us today is to ground through movement, feeling into that grounding first chakra, to feel safe, to feel secure. Beautiful. Slowly open your eyes. And that, my yogis, could be your practice. And we shall move. Let's see if we can come into a squat. A squat on a Friday afternoon certainly feels different than on a Friday morning. Allow yourself movement. Move in a way that feels good. Move in a way that feels good to you at the moment. Beautiful. Let's come into Uttanasana. Beautiful. Just hanging forward, allowing yourself to feel back to the legs, back to the knees, your buttocks. You're welcome to move your Uttanasana. I'm going to move to the front edge of my mat. I encourage you to do the same. We're coming into downward facing dog. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Oh, see if you can ground down with the hands, ground down with the heels, the toes, the whole sole of the foot. And as always, we're starting to let the head hang. The gaze is to your knees, to your toes, or somewhere in between. You don't have to be completely still. Move in a way that feels good to you. See if you could come into a gentle inhalation, gentle exhalation, perhaps even your Ujjayi breath. I don't know if you can hear me well. Let's just move. How good does that feel? And then inhale, tippy toes, exhale. Let's come into tabletop position. Let's come into a few rounds of cat and cow. How good does that feel? Exhale, rounding your spine. Inhale, looking up, extension. Oh, beautiful. And then as we've explored lately in classes, it's not that long ago, let's come into starting the movement either from the top of the spine with your head or starting the movement with your tailbone. and just letting the spine articulate. The emphasis here is on moving and feeling into your movement. If you can, lift from your belly, bandhas engaged, and if you can, let the breath and the movement be in synchronicity. Do what feels good though. Okay, starting from the belly, from the tailbone first, and then starting from the hip. Beautiful. Tuck your toes under, come back into downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet, Uttanasana. Beautiful. Seeing if you can come into Padangusthasana. Can you see me? Oops, my butt is out of shape. Padangusthasana. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, coming forward. Allow yourself to come into the expression that feels good to you this afternoon. Head is hanging, elbows wide. Feeling the whole back line of the body. Beautiful. A few more exhalations. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release back into downward facing dog. Now let's come into three-legged dog. If you can, inhale, lift the left heel up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Good. Seeing if you can come up and down onto tippy toes a few times. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, coming back onto the heels. You see me okay? I don't know. We'll just move. Beautiful. Change sides. Right heel up. Inhale. Beautiful. Up and down a few times. See if you can let the head hang. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, tabletop position. Just a simple opening of the hips. Can you see me? Okay. Inhale, extend the left leg back. And now exhale, bend at the knee, bend at the hips. Looking towards that knee. See if you can hover. Don't hold your breath. But the idea is here to keep the thigh parallel towards the floor. And then inhale, extend, looking forward, extending back through the heel. Exhale, rounding. We'll make it a little bit more exciting by bringing that knee to the opposite elbow. Inhale, extend again, lengthening the spine, lift from your belly. Exhale, out to the side, thigh parallel. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Inhale, extending. Yeah. Exhale, rounding. This is your cat position with crossing at the midline. One last one on this side. Inhale, extend. Hope you can see this okay. Exhale out to the side. Look over your left shoulder. And then inhale, extending back, lengthening your spine. Exhale, rounding opposite elbow. And then just have a little wiggle. You can move into the other side. I'm going to quickly change sides, positions here. Hope you're having fun. Inhale, extend the right leg back, other side. Pause for a moment. Just feel the length of the spine. Inhale here, exhale, out to the side. Beautiful. Feel this in your side body, side core. Smile if you can. Inhale, lengthen, not just for the camera. Exhale, rounding and bringing the knee to the opposite elbow. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Inhale, extend, look up. Exhale, out to the side. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Inhale, extend. I know you're doing well. Exhale, rounding. Elbow to the opposite side. Was that 3 already? Oh, let's do one more. If Camille was there, she would know. She always counts. She pulls me up. Oh, my miss counts. Beautiful. And opposite elbow. Beautiful. Let's release. Back into downward facing dog. Back into walking the hands back to the feet. Toe your feet together. Let's come into our chair pose flow. Inhale. Looking up. Chair pose. Palms of the hands together. Exhale. Aeroplane hands. Let yourself just flow. Notice how good it feels. Particularly if you're outside. Can you still see me? I'll walk it forward. Beautiful. Lifting the heart. Letting yourself move into the thighs. Just celebrate that we can still have the freedom of choice where we practice, whether that's inside the house, outside the house. How good is that? Beautiful. 2 more. Or you stop. You know, whenever you want to pause, you just come into a child's pose. You know that. No questions asked. Move as fast or as slow as is appropriate. And you guess right next time in chair pose, we stay in chair pose. Makes me think of Jen, not her favorite pose. Inhale here, exhale, just in Uttanasana, ragdoll. Let your breath, let your head hang. Enjoy the inside sounds, the outside sounds. Ah, slowly let's stand up. Curling up, vertebra by vertebra. I'm warming up. Can I take this off? Whew. Yeah, that's your added bonus here. Okay. What else? Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, lifting. Ah, exhale, dropping the shoulders. Now this seems to be a very simple pose, and it is, but you're really welcome to lift up to the ceiling or to the sky from your hips upwards. Yeah, and exhaling, dropping the shoulders and grounding down from your hips downwards. So there's a lightness from the hips upwards and a strength from the hips downwards. Oh, there's a tiny frog mouth. Oh, okay. Inhale here, exhale, coming forward, Uttanasana. Let's do a sun salutation. Bettina variation. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, let's come back into downward facing dog. Inhale into higher plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Can be on the knees or no knees, you choose. Cobra or up dog, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Just find your down dog. You can step your feet in. Do what feels good. If it's too much, I'll just show you. This is your option. You can always rest in child's pose. Do what feels good. Absolutely. I have taught you well. I'd like to think you know what to do. You can take responsibility for your practice. It's lovely to hear my voice. It's lovely to feel your energy, but it is our own individual responsibility to practice safely. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bending the knees. Step or jump between the hands. Halfway lift, inhale, open the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Strong legs, come all the way up. Inhale. And exhale at the top. If you can, close down your eyes. Just feeling your heartbeat, feeling into the breath. The inhalation breath lengthens the front. The exhalation breath broadens the back. Just allow yourself to feel that. Have a little giggle or a smile about every sound that you can hear. My neighbors are not normally outside that often, but just now they are. That's just funny. Let's do another round. I'll show you again side on. Sun salutation, our style. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching. Exhale, come forward, Uttanasana. Nose to knees, hands to the next to the feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step or jump. We'll do it downward facing dog first. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping your feet in if you need to. Beautiful. Let your head hang. Come back to your breath. This is coming back home. Coming back to your breath. And as always, everything that touches the mat is grounding down. Everything else lifts up. Beautiful. 2 more exhalations. Last exhale here. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or jump. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Strong legs. Come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale at the top. Beautiful. Again, if you can. See if you can find the balance. See if you can allow the breath to move freely. Feel the prana, feel the energy lifting up and yet from the hips downwards, grounding down. Feel your feet. Feel that sense of safety and security. Yoga practice, as you know, doesn't ever need to be complicated. It's a sacred spiritual ritual. It is to ground us and yet uplift us. It is to find strength, yet softness. Beautiful. Let's come into Garudasana arms. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, let's bring the right arm underneath the left. Crocodile snap, or just your fingers. Oh, see what feels good. You can lower the elbows down to the chest. Feeling a little sensation in your shoulders, bringing the elbows higher, palms away from the face is a little stronger. So, do you know, you feel what feels best for you. And we're going to come into chair pose with this. So I'm going to lift my elbows a little. Inhale here, exhale. Bending the knees, sinking the hips down. Ooh, tuck that tailbone under. Beautiful. And if you can, wiggle your toes and just stay there. See if you can rotate the head from left to right. Beautiful. Inhale here, exhale, we're going forward. Uttanasana with those elephant trunk Garudasana arms. How good does that feel? Come back into Ujjayi breath. You can bend your knees if it's too much in your lower back, backs of the legs, hamstrings. Feel into it. And then belly strong, bend your knees, inhale, coming up. Chair pose again. Exhale here. If it's too much, you stop. Last exhale here, inhale, coming up. Exhale to release. Beautiful. Well done. We'll do the other side. We could keep going forever, couldn't we? Close check, that's important. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. You can make this more complicated if you like. Maybe you're coming here, maybe you kind of go, oh, today I can only do this. Elbows lower, elbows lifted. You choose. Inhale here, exhale, sinking down. You're doing this right. Need me to come closer? Uh-oh, seeing myself in the camera. Beautiful. Inner smile, outer smile. Yeah. Breath is soft and smooth. You can practice with the whole time with your eyes closed, your eyes open, you choose. Inhale here, exhale, we're going into Uttanasana. Oh, doesn't that feel good? We're making space in our shoulders. I'm tippy-toeing back to my mat. To the kids I say, stay on your mat. Beautiful. Oh, allow this to feel good. This is your self-support. Allow yourself to ground down. Beautiful. Next inhale, we come up into chair pose again. Inhale. Exhale there. Oh, last exhale here. Inhale to come up and exhale to release. Samastiti here. Samastiti, catching your breath. Ujjayi breath. Let's work on Ujjayi breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Aiming to breathe to the back of the throat. So we're having this little tickle that we can feel. And it allows the sound like the ocean to be made.
Yeah, because we bought new handles recently.
You here? Hi, Sharon. Beautiful Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath stimulates our throat chakra so you can express, and in this time of uncertainty, this is hugely important. Express to yourself how you feel. If you feel overwhelmed, so be it. Feel, let it move through you. If you feel a little scared, and we all do at times, allow yourself to acknowledge that. I felt extremely tired this week. There was so much asked of me, and I thought, I just feel tired. So throat chakra, Ujjayi breath, the sound, connect to the sound of Ujjayi breath. Samastiti, equal balance. Are you giving your exhalation as much attention as your inhalation? Are you aware of the front side of your body as much as you are aware of the back side of your body? Can you ground down as much as you feel uplifted? Beautiful. Now we could keep going with the whole class, I just realized. And just slowly open your eyes, releasing the hands. We're just going to step back. I just realized who's watching. And we make it useful and appropriate for everyone. So you see, in your salutations, you had all the movements of the spine. Not a twist though, and not a lateral bend. So we're going to do this in our seated position, because this is going to be just a basic practice that you can do first thing in the morning or any time of the day. We're going to twist. If kneeling is not appropriate, by all means sit cross-legged. Elevate your hips if cross-legged is a little challenging. You could even have your legs straight. I'm going to demonstrate with in Caesar because several reasons. I like the stimulation of the stomach meridian here, and this makes me feel really grounded, really safe. We're going to twist to the left side first. Hang on, except that's the right, that's the left. Okay, so twisting, bring your opposite hand, so your right arm, back of the hand, so we open the chest, open the heart, to the outside of the left thigh. Left hand comes around. See if you can tickle your hip crease. And then lift and lengthen. Inhale, exhale, looking over your left shoulder. Uh-oh. Noticing any tickles, anything in between. I'm going to look straight at you, but I'd like you to look over your left shoulder. Now the idea is the inhalation lifts the spine, the exhalation allows you to twist a little more. Beautiful. Only go as far as you need. You know, you don't need to get to your edge. These are challenging times. Just being here is enough. Beautiful. And then inhale, coming forward, exhale, release. If you sat cross-legged, change the cross, and we change to the other side. Lift and lengthen. Inhale, exhale, twisting. You can use that opposite hand as a lever, you know. Don't hold back. The back hand goes around. Lift and lengthen. Inhale, exhale, look over your right shoulder. So your inhalation through the top of the spine, your exhalation allows you to just twist a little more and yet grounding down. So feeling that sense of grounding. Beautiful. And then inhale, come forward, exhale, release. Now if you sat cross-legged, change the cross again, or change into any different seated position. We're going to go into a side bend, but we're going to do this with holding opposite elbow with opposite hand. Lifting overhead. Now if your shoulders are tender, no need to do this. You just sit like this or hands to the side. Otherwise, overhead, lift and lengthen. This time we go to the right. So just a gentle side bend. Remember the spine is curved in a C shape here. Lateral bend. So you notice there's a little tiny little bit more weight on the right sit bone, and the left one just lifts ever so slightly. Most of the bend comes out of your spine. Oh, that feels so good. Inhale, coming up, changing the cross of the hands. What's going on behind me? Lift and lengthen, inhale, exhale. See, there's circumstances we just can't control. I told my family to be quiet and stay inside. My beautiful neighbors are outside, and why not? It's a beautiful day. So you see, I'm talking while I do this. Could you still have a conversation? If you're holding your breath, you're not going to come into this beautiful, calm, rest and digest state. And that state is what we want to achieve in yoga practice. That's our healing state. That's our equilibrium state. That's the body wants equilibrium. The body doesn't want unbalance. Support it. Beautiful. So we had all the basic movements of the spine. We had a bit of fun. There's more people joining. That's beautiful. I should have announced it, but this was like on the spot. Do it, Bettina. Don't talk about it. Beautiful. Now, of course, now Shavasana. You choose. Bolster underneath you. Where's my bolster? Hang on, out of the photo. If you don't have a bolster, you can always just roll up your mat or have a blanket underneath. Then lying back. Admittedly, this could be the best posture of the day.
Okay.
I'm going to come up. You're going to just lie down in Shavasana.
Do you want to come and help cook the lamb?
Yeah, the idea is to
Drink of water?
have the have the legs a little wider than hip distance. Arms facing away. Or arms facing away from the body, slightly away. Palms facing up. Fingers slightly curled. Are you resting? Because I'm going to talk you through just a little relaxation, a little body scan. But I don't want to talk to the ceiling. I'm going to talk to you. I might actually just elevate my hips. So closing down your eyes. This is what we do in class. Just allow you to find a comfortable Shavasana position. Lying down on your back. Having your knee joints supported. That just takes the bend out of your hamstrings and the pull out of the lower back. Beautiful. Or if you want to rather sit with me, that's fine. Normally in our regular classes after our asana practice, we have some pranayama and then some shavasana, but I said 20 minutes, it's already half an hour. There will be more coming our way. That's one breath at a time. So closing down your eyes in Shavasana. We are in Shavasana, lying down. And let's Let's allow yourself to feel all the parts of your body that are in touch with the floor. Back of the head, shoulders, or back of your body, your buttocks, your hips,
Coming up.
heels.
Should we call Ziggy in a minute?
And just allowing yourself to close down your eyes and allow the eyes to rest back into the eye sockets.
Why don't you go and talk to Grandma? Sit on the bench and talk to Grandma.
Allow your jaw to be soft.
You want to show Grandma your painting?
Allow your throat to be soft. Your chest broad. Your belly relaxed and spacious. Allow your hips to be completely relaxed. Buttocks relaxed. Feet fall out to the side. Feeling your whole upper body and your whole lower body completely at ease. Allowing your whole being to completely rest. Rest is a very important part of our practice. Shavasana, our corpse pose or relaxation pose, allows us to rest completely, enjoying the effortlessness of our breath, the freedom and sense of clarity of our mind, and the lightness of our physical body. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you feel is appropriate, or of course for as long as you feel you have the time. Traditionally 5 to 7 minutes. In our live online classes, we will do this together. We will then roll over to the side and do what we normally do. But for now, if you're in Shavasana, you're welcome to stay. You can simply listen to my chant of the Om. Perhaps you want to take the opportunity though to come to a seated position. I'll leave that up to you. You can do what I say, what I invite you to do in lying down. Don't get up. If it's comfortable, stay. This is your practice. No. If you're feeling this is just what you need, then stay for a little longer. Otherwise, in a moment's time, we're going to chant an Om, or I'll chant an Om, so you can hear. If you're in Shavasana, if you're up, you can chant with me. And let's thank ourselves for coming to the mat this afternoon, or whenever you will watch this and come to the mat. Allow yourself to thank yourself. This doesn't just happen. Whether we're in lockdown as we are now, or whether we're in busy times, doesn't matter. It takes effort and it takes commitment. And it is a practice to support you, to make us stronger and yet softer and more compassionate, to allow us to feel safe, to feel grounded, and yet light and uplifted. And these aren't oxymorons. In fact, in Shavasana, you cultivate the idea that movement is as important as is stillness and rest. You're welcome to bring to the forefront of your mind your intention for your practice again. Let's chant an Om. Let's chant our closing chant as well. Why not? Let's exhale together. Big inhale. Om to resonate. And without chant, we do call and response. So I sing first and you respond, and I just pretend I'm you. You can do this still in Shavasana, don't have to get up. Loka, Loka, Samasta, Samasta, Sukhino Bhavantu, Sukhino Bhavantu. Together, Loka, Samasta, Sukhino Bhavantu.
Yeah, it looks great.
Beautiful. Let's lower our head. Allowing the heart and the head, the logic and the feeling, the intellect and the heart, the knowing, to come together. So all our words, our thoughts, our actions will be coming from that place of harmony and balance between head and heart.
But I sort of just guessed.
Namaste.
I got four planks that were 5.4.
Namaste, and thank you all of you that have been watching live. I'll see if I can find out how to post this into a YouTube video. Ah, isn't this so marvelous? I'm nearly in tears, I have to say.
What's wrong?
I hope it was useful to you. As always, the practice is as useful to me as it is to you. Thank you all. I'm just going to come closer. You can see my crying eyes. Kirsty. Oh, hello all. Love you all. Yeah, keep up your practice. Keep up the connection, people. This too shall pass. We're in this together. I love you all. I could talk forever, as you know, but I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Join me tonight, 7 o'clock on Insta live for about 3 things we're grateful for and a few other bits I have as homework for you. Bye for now. Ciao. How does this end? Finish. Here we go.